Welcome back, fam. Today we are talking about XYO. For me, a new token. For you, obviously a banger because you requested it. So let's see how this looks on a daily chart on the short-term basis. What are the targets and the direction and everything you should know at this moment. Daily chart, XYO. Now XYO obviously had in November of last year a big pump. Now it is just retracing. Will it continue to the upside? Absolutely and possibly yes, but at the moment it's not showing us shines. What is this? How am I speaking? Sean Connery style? Come on, man. It's not showing us signs of recovery at this moment. So could you expect something to the downside more? Yes, you could. Let's dive a little deeper in it and try to first talk about the direction of XYO. This is the band of 21 days. It is going to the downside. The price is, every time we touch it, still rejected by it. What is the meaning of this? Well, this, however, could be something that will give you some chills that we are making some progress, but as you can see, no, we stopped right below this band. Ergo, we are bearish. And ergo, yes, we could see lower targets on XYO, but I'm just talking short term, not long term. Long term, I'm expecting new highs, but in the coming days, you could be seeing new lows. So, direction downside. Let's confirm it by zoomed quite enough for us to see a clear downtrend. And the clearness was happening here at the beginning of this year when we crossed the border below it. Resisting, no, so we can make more lows. But this is not the reason why I zoomed out. I zoom out because I wanna to show you this trend line that is going all the way from November of last year when we had this down. Now you can see that here we are having some turmoil if you want to draw this trend line like this. So yes, it could be that the downtrend is over, but this is just suggestion and speculating. The price still hasn't glued off our trend line and of the band. So I will assume bearishness, although some targets to the upside could be realized. Also, let me have the liberty of pointing out a huge resistance in XYO. The resistance is standing at around 0.007. You can see why. Bodies here, here. When we get into the bullish momentum, this is the level of resistance, but not the first level that will give us the problem that we will talk about in the Fibonacci. So as we talked that we don't have a clear upward trajectory, but more cleaner to the downside trajectory, let's talk about it, the targets, where and how. First, more zooming out, just so that we try to capture the big move that started in October of last year. I think this would be the pinpoint of that move when we started. And why is it important? But because of our Fibonacci retracement tool. So first, we're gonna mark this point and this point. Something like this. Also, if you watched my previous video, I told you that I like to use, just as a backup, just the bodies. Here we use the wicks, but let's now use this point to clear the zone out. And now you might be wondering what the fuck is this guy doing, and it doesn't matter. I'm just reinforcing the levels and make it into the big zone that could be made. I mean targets that could be made in the coming days. What am I talking about? This. Now you can see that we touched, according to this chart, this big zone of support, percent level. But also, if we break that low, that was 0.005, I'm giving you the next big zone there, 61.8% retracement, the most important level in Fibonacci, the golden pocket, the golden ratio, whatever you want to call it. This zone could be the final low in the short term for XYO. Let's be fair, to the upside, we are having this big pocket of 23.6%. Now, I know this is not the usual use of Fibonacci, I already said that, but I like seeing it like this, big zones. So there is pretty big zone above our head and a pretty big zone below us. So you can see, well, let's firstly move this Fibonacci. Now it's not needed anymore for analysis. There. This is clear picture. Let's even move moving averages to have the absolute clearness. Can you conclude something about this zone that drew to the downside? It's right at this point of support. So yeah, this could be wiped out and we could see those levels. What is the level? $1 million question. My friend, the level is 0.004, or if you want to move this into the middle line of this zone, 0.0042. Doesn't matter. We are at 0.005. So one more throwdown to the downside into the abyss of 0.004 is my prediction. If you get upside move, which is less probable, we're talking about this huge box of 0.0063. So let's make it simple. We are now at 0.005. Higher probability is 4, lower probability is 6. But in neither case, in my book, XYO hasn't secured a bullish narrative in the short term. Long term, this coin is bullish. But short term, you can see some setbacks. And if you think that we are having a bottom, be unpleasantly surprised. Hope this helped, and hope this roar won't crush your ears.